If you guys are doing the experiment today with the water cycle, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a mason jar, a lid for said mason jar. I'm going to boil water in. I'm using an electric tea kettle because this is just a faster way of doing it. I'm going to go ahead and start it now. If you need to boil water, it will take some time, so give yourself some time for that. You're also going to need a cold pack, preferably frozen. Okay, safety first. Whoop. Now, here's what we're going to do. Procedure. We're going to take this here water and put it into this here jar. We are only going to fill it less than halfway. I'm not trying to make it be all the way. It's not going to work. You won't be able to see anything. Once we pour it in, we're going to let it sit for about 30 seconds. Let it kind of ruminate, get used to its new environment. Then we're going to cap it, seal it, and then put the cold pack on top. This is going to simulate a lot of stuff. That boiling water has steam coming off of it. That's evaporation. When the sun heats up the water on planet Earth, either in the oceans, the river, or on land, it evaporates to water vapor. When it rises up, when it gets to the upper troposphere, it tends to cool down and also pressurize. This forces it to condense back into liquid form. It then precipitates in many ways: rain, hail, snow, whatever. And then when it finally gets back to ground, it accumulates. My water's done. Let's see what happens. Pour the water in. It's very hot. Please have an adult. Please be careful. If you burn yourself, that's on you. I'm gonna let it sit for a second. If you notice, if you can see there's a little bit of steam coming out. I'm gonna move this closer and actually go ahead and grab my camera and move that closer as well. Hopefully we'll be able to see it. Now, that's been sitting for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and cap this guy and move my water jug. Cap it. Notice there's steam coming off of it. I'm gonna go ahead and put that cold pack on top. We should start to see some pretty cool stuff happen. So if you notice, it's all steamy in there. That's that evaporation. If we zoom in real close, we can see condensation, and there's the water droplet. That's precipitation right there. So that steamed water, that water vapor, rises up as evaporation. It condenses when it gets cold up here into little water droplets. You see them in the jar, and then occasionally it condenses enough where you get a nice water droplet that comes back down the side as rain. It then accumulates back in the bottom and starts to cycle all over again. That, team, is our water cycle. You can do this from home. You can do it over and over again. It is a cycle. Go ahead and try it on your own.